Welcome to Plate Meeting. We end your day with how you start yours. Today we're joined by Coach Shawn. Coach Shawn, you mind introducing yourself for us?
Shawn Gilblair, pitching coach, recruiting coordinator at Mitchell College. It's a non-profit private school in New London, Connecticut, Division III in the New England Collegiate Conference.
Tonight we had close to 50 players come down to Dodd Stadium and showcase their skills in front of several college coaches, including Shawn himself, as well as a couple representatives from MLB teams, those two teams being the Nationals and the Braves. We had great energy all day from the participants and the coaches. The coaches helped coach. It was one-on-one all night. It was a great experience for us, Firecracker, for the coaches and the players. So now it's time for the rapid-fire questions with Coach Shawn. First off, Coach, in 3 words or less, or more, you can do whatever you want. Can you tell us what you're looking for in a recruit when you come down to the ball field, as far as a showcase, as far as a tournament, whatever it is when you look for players?
Yeah, I'd say the first thing you're looking for is tools.
Can you mind just elaborate on tools a little bit? Some people might not know what that means.
Yeah, so above average arm, being able to run well, field well, good exit velocity off the bat, things like that, things that kind of stand out above the rest.
Okay. So now we talked about the tools, Coach. You mind just, what do you guys do after you guys find the tools over at Mitchell?
Yeah, so then, we're making calls, we're talking to former coaches, and we're trying to find out, the character of the individual. Does that player fit the culture that we have at our program? Obviously culture is very important to us. We got to make sure we're bringing in the right people that are going to be the right fit. And then, to follow with that, are they coachable? Are these guys that are going to be able to develop over 4 years in our program through coaching, through developing? So, those are probably the biggest things: tools, coachability, and character.
Okay, awesome. Thanks for the insight, Coach. Really appreciate it.
My pleasure.
Next question is a COVID-related question. Everyone talks about it these days. Obviously, recruiting-wise, there's been a lot of challenges like that with guys reclassifying, guys coming in, et cetera, et cetera. As a coach and as a program, have you guys kind of adjusted to that? And on top of that, if you don't mind, kind of see where you guys are going in the future for recruiting, so that way people can understand.
Yeah, so we pride ourselves in developing our players, and we really want to make sure that we don't get too big. With that being said, we've had to expand our roster slightly over the last few years because we do have some older guys who are using that extra COVID year and kind of prolonging their career. So we know we're a little bit bigger than we want to be as far as roster size goes, and that's okay. Mm-hmm. As we move forward, we're making sure that we get guys that really fit our culture and are now, maybe a step above what we were initially looking for.
Okay, awesome. Thanks a lot for that, Coach. And for the 3 quick ones, first of all, what's your favorite sport other than baseball?
Love watching football, love playing basketball.
Favorite Gatorade flavor?
Blue.
Blue? What kind of blue? There's a couple different ones.
Glacier
blue?
Yeah.
Oh, Glacier Freeze, I think it is.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah. And then finally, your favorite pregame ritual, whether as a coach or a player back in the day.
Yeah, I don't remember any as a player. What I've done in recent years as a coach, I like to stay on the foul line and be the last one to leave the foul line after the national anthem. I don't know where it came from or when I started it, but that's what I've been doing. That's
out of curiosity. You stone cold solid, or you just kind of like being the last guy?
It's actually something that we do as a team. We really make sure that we salute the flag and we stay there to the exact end and make sure that we don't cut it off short out of respect for obviously the people that serve and the flag itself. So it's something that we address as a team, and I want to just make sure that
everybody knows
I'm doing it the whole time.
Yeah,
too.
exactly. Yeah.
So.
Awesome. That's awesome. Thanks a lot, Coach.
Appreciate it.
So now let's recap the day of the showcase here at Dodd Stadium. Pitching is still going on behind us, so we'll have those stats later. But for the time being, we have exit velo, the 60-yard times, catcher pop time, catcher velo, outfield arm strength, and infield arm strength. Starting back at the top with exit velo, we have Zachary Christie, actually all the way from Ontario, Canada, with a 95-mile-an-hour exit velo. Next up for the 60-yard, we have Tyler Satokis at a 7:07 second 60-yard time. Next up is the catcher pop time, which was Jonathan Smith, showing a 2.02 second pop time. Next up is the catcher velo, which is also Jonathan Smith with 76 miles an hour from behind the dish. Next up is the outfield arm strength with Tyler Satokis again, throwing 88 miles an hour from right field. Finally, we have the infield arm strength with Eric Mathewson throwing 78 across the diamond. Massive thank you to Coach Shawn for joining us tonight and taking the time to sit with us. And thank you to the players and parents and everyone who traveled down to Dodd Stadium for the showcase event. Tomorrow, we're actually excited to finally have our first full softball event, including our first plate meeting, including everything. So make sure you guys follow over there at Firecracker_SB. It's really easy to find. So make sure you like, comment, and follow all of our social medias for everything Firecracker baseball so you don't miss plate meetings, you don't miss updates, everything like that. And lastly, if it sucks, just tell us. If it's really good, still tell us, because we're never going to know. We can't read minds. So thanks a lot, guys. Have a great night and day. See you tomorrow.